very little light sometimes. They were quite critical of the large crowds that were coming. They were objecting to what was going on. Liturgies were going on for hours and hours and hours. People were coming continually, coming for confession and coming to St Pio, and they were objecting. But it was through the brokenness, through that situation, through the brokenness and the dark line, the light came through. We can and will grow strong in the broken places if we focus on Pio and in particular on Jesus himself. Where do we focus? We focus elsewhere. Like the Lord averages tonight, there are hearts broken in here with bereavement, with sickness, uncertainty, division, marriage uncertainty, marriage anxiety, all the difficulties. And what do we do with them? We have two choices. We can either let the light come through them and let Christ transform them, or we can hold on to them. Hold on to such an extent that they break us and break people around us. I'm conscious of the girl that many years ago, a beautiful girl like the Rose of Tralee or whatever, in that kind of vein. Very beautiful, and they said, look, you should go to America and do an interview to get on as a dancer, and you know, your body, your face is beautiful, whatever. Anyway, she was leaving home, and she said goodbye to them all. They were all crying, and God won't see me. Oh yes, you will see me again, whatever. And even the little dog, it wasn't a greyhound, but it was an ordinary dog, and even the little dog came up and kissed her, and she going, and accidentally the blooming didn't here scratch her face. Okay? Remember that now, okay? That's like at the beginning of the Amber, okay? You see this one thing, scratch the face, okay? Take more notice of it anyway. Off she goes to Los Angeles. First thing in Los Angeles anyway is that she gets off the plane, comes out, and when she comes out, first thing that happens is, sorry, we can't find your luggage. Oh, shame, and she goes bananas. She starts crying, all the dresses, all the things. Second thing, the man is supposed to meet her, a fella from home. He gets delayed in traffic. He's not there at the first hour, he's not there at the second hour, he arrives in the third hour. Third hour, at this stage, she's bawling her eyes out. No wardrobe, no clothes. And through it all, she starts picking her face. And it turns into an infection. Her eyes are like Bulwer's apples. And she's just in an awful state, and they said to her, look, cool down. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. No, it's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. The hopping and the jumping, what does she do? Just in sheer anger and frustration, doesn't stay with the situation, doesn't allow anyone to bring grace or light into the situation. She makes her own decision. She hops the plane and goes back home. And keeps going back home over it. My luggage was lost. The fella didn't come to pick me up. The infection in my face. Every day it was a record. The luggage didn't come. The fella didn't pick me up. My scratch in my face. You'll be saying this to what I didn't up the bloody wall. Okay? But it's terrible. She just held on to those three things. For how long? For 30 years. She had done them for 30 years. And she died. Her father was a heavy man, and then her mother said to her, oh my God, you're eating too much, you're eating too much. All of a sudden then, plenty of food around, she became anorexic, she wouldn't eat anything at all. And you know the last word she was saying, the fella never came, my luggage never came, and the dog scratched my face and the infection destroyed it. She was even saying that when she was dying. And why you might laugh at whatever, it's the saddest thing, because sometimes we do exactly the same thing. We do exactly the same thing. You know, situations happen. How do we live with them? Do we move on? You know, the number of people that say to me, I wasn't there when my mother died. Well, maybe that's the will of God. Maybe your mother, you know, but people say, we were in the hospital for 14 days, morning, noon and night, and we just went out for 3 minutes, and in that 3 minutes she died. And what did they focus on for the rest of their life? That 3 minutes. Nothing else. So it is very important tonight that you get realistic about the graces that God is giving you. It's very important that you have that. And you know, that woman that just couldn't and wouldn't let go. I'll just give you a little reflection, a little prayer here to conclude. I ask Jesus to take away my pride. And Jesus said, no. He said it was not for him to take it away. It was for me to give it up. Think it out. Take it away, Lord. No. Will you give it up? Will you let it go? I ask Jesus to make my sickness, my health, the uncomfortableness in my life, to change it. Jesus said to me, your spirit is beautiful. Your body is just temporary. So what is within every person is the gift that God has given us. Whether we're lame, or whether we're marked in our face, marked in our hands, whether we say things wrong, or whatever we do outwardly, the body is only temporary. The spirit is something that is God-given. I ask God to give me patience with family, patience in communication. And God said, no. He said that patience is a product of tribulation. It isn't granted. It is earned. Patience in any situation, I had a mass at Christmas. Somebody came to me and said, there's a child out there with very severe special needs. They're shouting the church down. Probably won't be able to go through the Mass. I said, I'll be able to go through the Mass. Will you be able to go through the Mass? In effect, what they were hoping for. But I would say to the family, could you take the child, maybe into the sacristy or some other? And as the Mass went on, and as we all came together, and as we all did our thing, the shouting became less and less and less and less. When the Mass was over, I said to myself, we all go our separate ways on this Christmas day.